Here's how we angle it. Black women aren't ugly, we're invisible.
Nobody cares about that story.
I care. I have a niece that wants to do porn. Porn. Are you pregnant again? Huh?
You tripping? What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with me? Are you kidding me? There are too many damn kids in this family and not enough people feeding them. Who's got a job? Raise your hand. Who has a job in this room? Raise them high.
What are you doing?
Going out to dinner with David.
You do know this is a booty call, right?
I was wondering if you might be up for some consensual sex.
Hello, my name is Johana Reynoso, and I'm actually doing my report on a show called Being Mary Jane, which aired on BET in January 7th of 2014 and is now currently on its 4th season. The main character, Mary Jane Ball, is in her early 40s. She's a successful news anchor. She's a black woman, and the issue is she's never had children and she's never been married. So the main issues that this show covers are the issues of age, marriage, or lack thereof, and children. One of the articles that we studied in class, Women in America, from the U.S. Department of Commerce, showed that fewer women were married than in the past, and more women have never had a child. Married women dropped 10% from 1970 to 2009, and in 2008, 18% of women ages 40 to 44 had never had a child, and this is double from that of 1976. Another study from matchmaker Helen Chen in 2015 called Career First and Love Later pretty much was related to the age at which people marry is highest that it's ever been. She says that 91% of young adults believe that they must be completely financially independent to be ready for marriage. I know I kind of think that way. And it explains how modern dating isn't working because everyone's believing that there's a better person out there, so they're wasting time dating all of these wrong people where all of their accumulating is bitterness, which we can definitely see in the show with Mary Jane, and how she's just bitter. She has horrible relationships and none of them result in anything. A study where black men were asked why black women are disproportionately single, a qualitative study back in 2013, relayed that there has been a greater advancement in education and job opportunities for black women than there have been for black men. And this could lead to greater challenges in the formation of and maintenance of intimate relationships, which we can definitely see with Mary Jane, with her dating multiple men, not having a serious relationship, and when she does, it turns out to be a married man. Like it's just we definitely see that with Mary Jane. Another study, the effects of motherhood timing on career path by Amelia Miller back in 2011 showed that each year delayed in motherhood is the 9% increase in earnings. So women have this like notion of, oh, I want to be successful, so they put off having children. So there's an upside to it. However, if we look back on the article that we read in class, Making Time for a Baby by Nancy Gibbs in 2002, it shows the struggles of trying to conceive after 40 because there is a biological clock. A study performed by economist Sylvia Ann Hewlett showed that, and I quote, 42% of high-achieving women in corporate America were still childless after the age of 40. And we can definitely see this with Mary Jane as the show progresses. If you do watch the show, as the show progresses, you can just see all the struggles that she goes through, and the psychological things that she goes through in childbearing and trying to figure out what she's going to do because she does want to have a child, but she knows that her clock is ticking. Pretty much my analysis of the show is that the show brings forth very real issues that do affect many successful black women of today, but with it being on BET and targeting mainly black women as viewers, does it then exclude all other women? Like, being a young, educated Latina as myself, I am afraid that the marital and family issues addressed on the show may be something that I may have to deal with in my future based on the life that I see for myself. The show could definitely do more in recognizing these issues as they may pertain to all women, including those of other races and ethnicities. And analyzing the differences of these among different groups of women. Do I believe that this will happen? Probably not, but that is the price we pay for entertainment.